Hi, hello, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are things at your end?
Things are going pretty well. It's an amazing day. I washed my hair and
Okay.
had breakfast, and now I'm joining you for a session.
Wow. So, whenever we wash our hair, we feel very good, no? You run your fingers through the scalp and it feels so good.
I think you have to earn a good hair wash day. Earn it in a way like, you have to go through those 4 or 5 days and then you wash your hair. It feels amazing.
Yes. Whole day you feel a little better. I do.
Yeah, no, actually, same case for me, and I can assure you it's for all the women out there.
Hmm. Okay, so we are going to talk about family vacations today, like vacation planning,
Hmm.
packing, unpacking, logistics, and coordinating things we like to do, things we like to spend our money on, things we can't stand to
Hmm.
spend our money on, everything about vacations. So we are going
Hmm.
to get right into it after a short introduction. So, yeah, please introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Niyati and I'm from Rajasthan. I've done my BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering. And so when it comes to my YouTube channel, I started it around 3 months ago and it's been doing pretty well. And my niche is very similar to yours, which is having casual conversation with people to help them become fluent or and also for my betterment at this language. And I think that's pretty much it about me.
Okay. So it's been 3 months and you are quite consistent on it, right?
Yes, I am. I'm trying to be as much as I can.
Hmm. Okay. So let's dive right in. Tell me, what do you think? I mean, do you like the planning phase?
Okay, I do love it actually. I mean, I know it can be hectic, but for my family vacation, I always decide it. It's me who decides the itinerary. I do all the
Okay.
research because, parents are not that well aware with the technology and everything because I can Google everything, check the reviews, book the hotels and stuff like that. So I quite enjoy doing it. For once, I'm taking a lead in something. So that's the reason why.
Okay. You took a vacation
Yes.
in which you did all the planning and it went really well.
Yes, yes, it just happened last year. In December, we all went to Kerala. Me,
Mhm.
my mom, my dad, and my younger brother. So I planned everything from beginning to end,
Okay.
everything. And so my family was pretty impressed because that was the first time I fully took the entire charge. Be it booking the hotels or planning the itinerary or everything, taxis, cabs, everything, booking from beginning to end. I did all the things. So they were pretty impressed. Actually, I was also pretty impressed with myself.
Okay. So it improved your confidence, huh?
Yes, it did. That made me realize that maybe I can do things on my own as well. So
Mhm.
that gave a sense of independence.
Yes. So you didn't, take it from a travel agent. You booked the flights separately and hotels separately, and
Mm.
I mean, planned for the sightseeing and everything
Yes,
separately.
everything. Yes, everything. So my father was considering travel agent before, but then I thought like I could do it because what happens is that they book the hotels for you and you are not able to see all the reviews and everything, right? So I did a PhD on all the hotels. So I, I still remember like every single room and checking out everything, whether all the facilities are available or not. And yeah, also booked the flights, and I still remember fighting with one of the what are they called? What's the term for that?
Which
The ones that in when you are booking a flight and if you face any issues, you talk to the customer care number,
airport
whoever
authority?
picks the call. Yes, I don't know what they're called. So
Okay.
yeah, did all those things myself.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, did you ever get overwhelmed with the, packing? Sometimes, we do all the planning and booking
Hmm.
everything, but sometimes the idea of packing.
Yeah. So my father believes in minimalism. He says like just pack the necessary things that you need. And on the contrary, my mother packs literally everything, like even the things that are not required. So yeah, we try to find a schedule, a balance between all these things. But yeah, it can be overwhelming now, because also when you go to the airport, you have to set a limit on your luggage. It cannot be
Mhm.
more than 15 kgs or so, I think, for the domestic flights.
Right, right. So one is carry on
Yeah, yeah,
luggage, the
yeah.
other one is checking luggage, check-in bags. Hmm.
Yeah, so I read all the instructions. I mean, I've been to airport several times, but still I get very nervous. So everything according to that, and also for the makeup, I think they have set a limit, not more than 100 ml of liquid. It's not that strict for the domestic flights, but still I do that anyway, because I don't want to be going there and losing my foundation, right, on the airport. Not
Yes,
to have any foundation
that's
at all for the vacation. So yeah, I
okay.
just carry small 100 ml. Make sure that it's lesser than 100 ml.
Mhm.
So yeah, it is always overwhelming, because there's a fight in the house, like, don't carry this and stuff
Yes.
like that. It's a total chaos.
Yeah, when I pack for, any vacation, my husband, even if he has a glimpse of it, oh my God, you're carrying this also, you're
Hmm.
carrying that also. So we try to pack when he's not there so that he doesn't interfere.
Right. Yeah,
So,
but we also have to put our bags on the weigh machine before we leave, actually, so just as a precaution that it doesn't exceed. And somehow my mom's bags, unsurprisingly, always exceed 15 kgs. Then we have to adjust them in our bags. Her
okay,
things in our
okay.
bags, so
You have
that,
to make room
yeah,
for
we
her
can balance
things,
it
no?
out. Yes.
Mm. Okay, for how many days did you stay in Kerala?
I think it was for about 7 days.
Okay, so for planning and doing everything for that 7-day vacation, how long did it take you?
Wow, I'll say it took me about a month, because as the peak season arrives, I think there's a lot of traffic. So many people start booking everything, and you have to be really early if you want to get the best deals of the hotels and stuff like that. So I think, yeah, I started that 1 month ago or so, maybe even more than 1 month ago.
I did full planning for just one vacation till now. That was to Europe.
Hmm.
So I so wanted to
Okay.
go to Europe. My husband said, "Okay, can you do the whole planning because that is also on me always." So you do whole
Hmm.
planning, and I'm ready for it. So I got to work, and it took me. I started working on it from November, and we took that vacation in
Hmm.
June because we had to leave some 2-3 months for the visa and everything. So
Hmm.
from November, you know what I did? I checked all the hotels and the itineraries, hotel prices, sightseeing,
Hmm.
and travel, everything. So I checked the prices and then
Hmm.
added up everything. After that, I checked with MMT, Make My Trip, checked with SOTC, I
Hmm.
checked with all the travel agents also. And after that, I got to know the price of MMT was coming cheaper because they do bulk booking, right? Since they do bulk booking,
Okay. Right.
everything was cheaper
Hmm.
with them, which I was not expecting. I thought we would book
Hmm.
everything separately, but it was cheaper with MMT. So we
Hmm.
booked a trip with them. So my husband said, "Are you sure you have checked everything?" I said, "Yes, just make the payment." So we made the payment by February, March. Then we had 3 months. We
Hmm.
were so happy. We were just like dreaming of our dreaming vacation. So
Hmm.
those 3 months were also very beautiful. I mean, the planning phase was also very beautiful. I had done all the work. Now I had to do another very difficult work, 12 days outfits,
Hmm.
So there were 5 countries that we had to explore. So we went shopping
Hmm.
almost every alternate day for the next 2 months. And we mixed and matched and tried to make some new outfits out of it because it was going to be winters in Europe at that time in June.
Hmm.
And I had checked this also that June was going to be the best time to visit Europe. The weather wouldn't be very harsh, and that actually turned out really amazing.
Which one was your favorite country to visit?
We went to London first. So the first place that we landed was London, and I really loved it.
Hmm.
The streets, the buildings were so amazing, so beautiful. I mean, it was a group tour at MMT. So
Okay.
we only spoke to those people who were there with us. We didn't
Hmm.
interact much with the other people, the natives.
Okay.
So we saw everything. And there is one thing with the travel agents, every minute is scheduled. So you're supposed to
Yeah.
this at this time, this at this time. So every day we all, my son was just 13. Every day we all used to
Hmm.
wake up at around 5 and we went to bed at around
Hmm.
8, 9. That was the schedule. They used to give us dinner by around 7, 7:30. But yeah, we
Hmm.
really enjoyed. But now if I think of it that if we had taken it in a different way and we would have stayed at one country, in one country for 3,
Hmm.
4 days, it would have been better. I really liked Paris
Yes.
also.
But
Yeah.
for Paris, I've heard that there are a lot of pickpocketers, and there's a lot of it's not very clean like we see in TV or so. That's what I heard of Paris.
As we reached there,
Hmm.
our tour guide, even when we had not, reached Paris, he said, there are so many pickpockets. You dare not come
Hmm.
outside. Don't go to the park. Don't go for a walk. Just be with me. People will rob you.
Hmm.
They will just come and say,
Oh.
oh, you are from India. We would like to take a picture with you. And the other one will take your bag and run away. They are like that. And when we were in a queue
Hmm.
for Eiffel Tower, then they were showing it on TV that this is how pickpockets come. They steal your money and everything.
Hmm.
And we met a family who lost everything. Pickpockets took everything. They didn't have anything.
Oh.
So yeah, this
The
was a
ones
very
that were traveling
serious
with you,
problem.
the ones that were traveling with you, or the separate
No, no, no.
family, which was
That
not
was
with you.
they were
Okay.
from some other group. We met them in the
Okay.
queue when we were queuing up
Hmm.
for Eiffel Tower. But it was
Hmm.
clean, everything was good, and the most amazing day out of that 12-day vacation was Disneyland Paris. That was
Hmm.
so beautiful. Yes, that was the most memorable day of that vacation. Do you like vacations in which we spend a lot on the hotels, or we should spend more on sightseeing or hotels?
Definitely more on sightseeing if we can. But
Yes.
we cannot compromise with the hotels as well. I mean, imagine booking a cheap hotel and then you don't get a proper bed to sleep in. Imagine mice running from here and there, then that wouldn't be cool. So I think, yeah, we need to find a middle ground for that,
Yes, we
for
need to
sure.
find a middle ground. I remember
Hmm.
once we went to Dubai, we had booked a five-star hotel.
Hmm.
At that time, we had not taken anything from a travel agent. Me, my sister, and my brother's family. So 6 adults, 6 kids. At that time, the kids were
Hmm.
even younger than that. So we just stayed in the hotel all the time. Most of the times, we saw only two, three things in Dubai. And my brother-in-law, and my husband, they just kept saying,
Hmm.
okay, yeah, it's such an amazing hotel. Let's enjoy the hotel. Let's sit here. Let's sit there. Let's take photos here and there. And we were just there in the hotel. We went to a few places. Yes, we
Hmm.
did. But I think in Europe, they gave us hotels which were about 3 stars, which were very good hotels.
Hmm.
But since we had to do sightseeing all day, it doesn't matter if the
Hmm.
hotel is 5 star. Why? What would we do with a 5 star hotel if we have to do sightseeing all day?
Hmm.
We were not there to just enjoy the hotel.
That, yeah, that means that's better, right? Because you are going to be sightseeing for most of the time. And
Yes.
one more question I had, I think, wasn't it? Did you feel like if you hadn't booked it from MMT, you had done it yourself, you could have added a few of the leisure days where you're not doing anything,
Yes.
just spending time at the hotel
We
and
wanted to do that
chilling
actually.
out?
Yeah, actually, beforehand, they
Hmm.
had given us an option that you could book Disney. What was that? Disneyland. So at that
Hmm.
time, we were not sure. So we had not booked it. Now, a day before
Okay.
Disneyland, we were in Paris. So there was a tour which was to be experienced at night only. So
Hmm.
we did that and we came back to the hotel at around 11 o'clock. Next day, we were supposed to
Hmm.
leave for Disneyland at around 6 a.m. All
Oh.
of us were like, should we go tomorrow or should we take an off day? Let's
Hmm.
just, relax because we had not paid for Disneyland yet.
Hmm.
Okay, so we had the option. So I told my husband, see, we are paying a lot to be here at this moment. To be
Hmm.
here is so expensive. And if we waste one day, what would we do? Just think about it. Children were also very tired. They were also saying, let's take a break for one day. We
Hmm.
had that option. So we were all, convinced. Then I said, okay, let's just watch a video of Disneyland Illumination. It was called Disneyland Illumination. That happens at
Okay.
around 11 o'clock at night when they,
Hmm.
light up the tower and there are fireworks and everything. That was the best thing of Disneyland. at night.
Hmm.
So it was a whole day trip. We watched that video, and after that, I was like, no, we can't miss this. We can't miss
Hmm.
this. So he just called the tour guide. He said, I will pay, just book our tickets also. And we went there, and
Hmm.
now I am so happy that we did that because that was the most memorable day of our vacation. But
It just so happens, no, no, you are so right. Because also in Kerala, I think there was one point that we almost missed. I cannot recall the name, but we were like, do we really have to go there? I mean, I don't know. Like but then we did eventually. And then we were so grateful that we did. So it somehow always happens. The unplanned things or just the things that you plan at the last moment, they turn out to be so worth it.
yes, yes, sometimes it happens. And are you into
Hmm.
adventurous activities? I mean, like paragliding or parasailing or something?
No, I'm so paranoid.
Okay.
I don't do that. I think I've watched too many of documentaries or like whatever that tell you not to do that or like the risks that are involved. So I never did that. My
Mhm.
brother does it though, but not me. I stay behind. Like I'll just take the pictures from here. I'm good.
Okay. And your parents?
Yeah, well, if I don't do it, then one of my parents stay behind with me and I feel guilty, but I'm sorry, I just cannot go there. So either my dad or my mom will join my brother and one of them stays behind with me.
Mm, okay. I did parasailing in Andaman Nicobar Islands. So,
Okay.
I was very scared, but I thought, yeah, everyone does it. Why am I so scared? Let me do it today. So
Hmm.
I thought, when are we gonna come to Andaman Nicobars again? So I thought,
Hmm.
okay. My husband took my ticket. He said, "You're sure you are gonna do it?" I said, "Okay, I am." But
Hmm.
before my turn came, I was speaking to everyone. People don't fall from this, no. People don't fall from this, no. The person who was making us do it, I asked him, people don't
Hmm.
forget, why are you saying no negative things again and again? I was so
Hmm.
scared. I was scared to death. So, you know, a couple came back.
Hmm.
I said, it went well. You were not scared. They said, okay. They take you 1,000 feet above the sea level, you know,
Okay.
parasailing. You are on a boat. They tie you with some,
Hmm.
there is something they tie you with that. Then they lift
Hmm.
the rope and you are taken some 1,000, 2,000 feet above the sea level. And then they
Hmm.
bring you back. They keep you there for like 5 minutes. So,
Which feels like 5 hours.
yeah, yeah, it did feel like that.
Hmm.
So it started. So at that time, I was like, when I sat on that, I was like, okay, I might die, but okay. अब मैंने choose किया है तो ठीक है. It's okay. I can't back off now. So they took me there. When they were taking me above, it was okay. But when I was
Hmm.
there, I was looking everywhere and I was like, पता नहीं अब बचूंगी कि नहीं. I was really scared to death. And at that time, I realized that sometimes people do it for like just to show that, yes, I can also do it. I wasn't having
Hmm.
any fun while I was up there.
Right.
We should do activities that we are
Hmm.
going to enjoy. I realized that I wasn't enjoying at all. It was just showing to myself, maybe, that I can do it.
Hmm. Yeah, I think there's also a fear of missing out. You
Yes.
feel like, what if I don't do this and then it could have turned out amazing? So that also happens. But well, now you know that it's not worth it. But
Yeah.
it's always good to give it a try. I never gave it a try. So, but
Okay. You never gave it a try, huh?
no,
Paragliding,
but from your
parasailing, anything.
experience, well, your experience helped. Your experience helped. Now I know.
Okay. Tell me anything about your vacation that you are going to plan for this year.
For this year, my father was saying if we could go to a hill station or something, but I just said like let's not do that. Um, I'm just super tired of traveling again and again. I mean, if we traveled like last year in December, I need like 1 year to recover from
Oh,
that.
oh, you do? Okay. Hmm.
No, maybe
Yeah.
I'm just super lazy. I said like let's just plan it for later maybe.
Yeah.
But he
Sometimes,
said it's good to
okay.
yeah, because we live in Rajasthan, right? So it's pretty hot out there.
Really?
Even right now, it's not even safe to be walking outside during the noon time from 12 to 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. or so.
Okay. So here it is about 43 degrees. And how much is the
Hmm.
temperature in Rajasthan?
I think it's pretty same, maybe 45 degrees Celsius or
Mm.
so. But in some of the regions, it can reach around 50 degrees Celsius. Like, I think
Mm.
there's a place called Churu. It
Mhm.
reached the maximum temperature in the past 10 years or so, 51 degrees Celsius. It was, I
Okay.
think, last year. Yeah.
Um, are you from Jaipur?
No, I'm from Jodhpur. It's,
Okay, Jodhpur. Okay, okay.
yeah, it's
Mhm.
like 5 hours of traveling from Jaipur. So
Mhm.
it's, yeah.
Okay. Sometimes that the trouble of packing and thinking, and we have to pack a lot of stuff, a lot more stuff than men.
Hmm.
So the hair
Hmm.
things, the accessories, the makeup stuff,
Right.
everything. So yeah,
Hmm.
sometimes it overwhelms me. Like once we were supposed to go for 2-3 days road trip
Hmm.
to Nainital or something. We were like, abhi jana hai. So, the plan cancelled and we all took a sigh of relief. Sometimes it happens with me that I do love vacations, but
Hmm.
sometimes feels like, oh no, who will do all that packing?
Yeah. It's the packing, like I can pay you, please do the packing for me or
Yes,
something.
yes, yes.
I do feel that sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to do it eventually.
Because I try on the clothes. So we
Hmm.
take a lot more time. Do you also do that?
Hmm.
Me and my
Yes, that
daughter, we try
happens.
on everything.
Hmm. Yes, this happens, and also like when you are done zipping up your luggage, and you're like, okay, we're done. But then last moment, there's something that's left behind, or you feel like I just cannot miss this out. So you have to, like unzip it, and you have to adjust everything. So that becomes frustrating. But that happens every single time with me. I'm just so indecisive when it comes to dresses. If I were given an option that you have to choose between these two, it I just cannot do that. So I feel like maybe the other one was better one. After I'm done zipping up the luggage, this happens. So yeah,
Okay.
it becomes pretty hectic. But for men, it's like pack two shirts, pack two pants, one
Yeah.
towel, maybe that's it.
Yeah, that is what I was thinking. It's a piece of cake for them. Most of the
Right.
time they don't even have to buy anything. They say, "Oh, I will take 10 minutes. You do your packing,
Hmm.
then tell me that it's done."
Hmm.
Mm.
Yes, yes, this reminds me. My father, he never, like packs up everything. He says like we. I mean, he waits for my mother to do the packing because what happens is there's always something extra that she wants to carry and it's not possible to carry. So he always keeps the space in his luggage. So that's why he's like, I'm not going to zip it up. Like, just I'm going to wait until the last moment when you're done packing. Let me know and I can keep your things in my bag. That's when I will pack it up.
Hmm. And my husband
So,
always says that you are packing this, you are packing that. I am not going to carry your luggage. You remember, no, that you have to carry your luggage.
hmm,
I say, yes, I know. But as soon as we leave the house, he says, okay, you can carry mine. I will carry yours.
hmm. And ours is always the heaviest.
Correct.
Always.
Always the heavier one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even like, I think the one of my mom's luggage, the tire broke. The tire came off. So, like, it became even more difficult. My father had to carry it all the way from the airport to like the cab or whatever. So, yeah.
Okay, the trolley was not working.
Yeah, that
Mm.
wasn't working.
Okay, okay. Mm.
Actually, wait, one of the reasons why I fought with the airlines, like I mentioned, because our tire came off during I think it was connecting flight or something. So when we reached the destination and we went to take our luggages, that's when it happened. So I saw that one or two of the wheels were missing. And then I
Mm.
reported it to them. They were not, they said like, okay, we'll do that. And then later, when I reached the hotel and then I called them again, they completely flipped. So that's what I was mentioning, like I had a fight with them and stuff like that.
Okay, okay. So it happened when it was kept inside the aircraft.
Yes, that happened
Okay.
at that time, because I
Mm.
know how they throw the bags. Like
Right,
it's
right, right.
just to, yeah.
Yes, they damage them.
I mean, what's frustrating is that they don't own up to their mistakes. They say like maybe it didn't happen at that time, maybe this, that. And so at the airport, they're very polite, and they assure you, yeah, we'll get this fixed for you. Just wait for 1 or 2 days. And then I wait for 1 or 2 days. I don't receive any email at all. So that's when I call them, and they are like, well, you should have done that before that. And I said, like, the audacity. You just said I have to wait for 2 days. And then on the call, they said, like, you should have done this 2 days ago. Now we cannot help you. So yeah, it's
Okay.
frustrating.
So finally, when you fought with him, what was the outcome?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
There was no outcome.
Okay, so you
But
took
one
it.
thing I developed was confidence. Because
Okay, okay.
before that, I'd never, had a dispute with somebody like this before.
Like speaking to the airport authorities also takes guts. You fought with them, which
Yeah.
is big. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
took it like that to Kerala and got it fixed there?
Yes, that the issue happened over there itself. So my family was asleep in hotel, and I was on a call with this airline. I think until like 2 a.m. or so. So I woke up feeling groggy, but yeah, it was worth it.
You were on call with this guy
I
till
became a new
2 a.m.
person.
about the luggage?
Yes,
Oh my God.
because it wasn't right.
Right, right. You are right. Mm,
Yeah, but
yes.
still, but that's when I realized that it's pretty much useless to be having a conversation with them. They are going to
Mm.
be polite with you, but like there's a passive aggressive tone. In the it just makes you realize afterwards that it's not worth it. And
But,
even if you win, like what, they're going to give you a 500 rupee coupon in your on your next flight. That's pretty much
but
it.
yeah, but you still learned how to deal with such people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I woke up as a new person, feeling groggy,
Mm.
but still woke up like a new person.
Okay. Good experience, huh?
Yeah,
Mm. Oh, it was your most memorable vacation in Kerala?
it was. I mean, if we talk before that, I think it was 10 years ago in Shimla, Manali. We went there. Haven't been outside India, but we are planning to. Maybe like, so my brother is also studying in IIT. Uh,
Oh,
and for him, it's not like the other engineering colleges in IIT. You are pretty consumed even during your vacations, because you are doing internship or anything. So that's why we have to wait for his engineering to get over if we want to travel abroad.
okay.
So that's why we're just waiting for that.
Okay. You both got through IIT. Both are intelligent, huh?
I don't know about me, but for my brother, I can confirm that he's pretty intelligent. It's always been the case,
Mhm.
getting more marks and everything. I'm super proud of him. Although I'm not going to say it to his face, but
Okay. You
yes.
should appreciate him on his face. Why not?
Well, it's just a sibling thing. I don't know
Yes,
if you
yes.
relate to it or
I
not,
know, I know, I do.
but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it comes to the most memorable vacation, definitely it was Shimla, Manali.
Okay.
Although I was a kid at that time, but yeah, that was the
You
one that I
must have
enjoyed the
been very
most.
young at that time.
Yeah, I was pretty young. I don't even remember what the age was.
Okay, that was the most memorable one. Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, Shimla is also a
And
beautiful place.
yeah, it is. Kerala
Mm.
was also good. I love the people of Kerala more than the people of Shimla, maybe. They just seemed more welcoming.
So, did you explore
But
backwaters?
yes, we did. We
Okay,
did.
it was nice.
So, like, yeah, for that also, my mom and I planned two different outfits for one same day.
Okay. I
So,
also went
yeah.
to Kerala once. We
Hmm.
went, I mean, my husband has an official trip. So we went with him. We
Hmm.
stayed for 5, 6 days. But after coming back, then I asked him, where was the backwaters? We went to Munnar, that was the hill station. LEP, that was the beach.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, backwaters was not part of it. That is why I feel like, we missed the best thing in Kerala. Was it the best thing?
Alappi is where backwaters is. I mean, there's also beach on Alappi, but there's also backwaters. So
On
I
any
didn't miss
beach?
anything actually. I made sure that, yeah, in Alappi itself there is. So you have to book that in advance because there's a queue or something for that. But we booked because I booked it in advance, so we were able to go there. So it's like basically like a couple of rooms there. There are a couple of rooms, a couple of bathrooms, and there's you have an option whether you want to book a double decker. So we did that, so we could also be hanging out upstairs. um enjoying the sight and everything, the sightseeing and everything. So
It
that's
was
what
kind
we
of a
did.
house on water.
Yes, it's a house on water actually,
Okay.
and so they take you on one trip. I think 15 minutes or so during the evening, and you can also prefer staying overnight. And then if you do, which we did, so you can also be. They also take you on a trip for 15 minutes or so during morning time. So
Mm.
I just barely woke up, and it's 6:30 a.m. or so. They took us on a one more round
Okay, is
around
it
the
like
waters.
houseboats in Kashmir?
Yes, it's like that, just like that, but way better
Okay, okay.
experience.
We have stayed in houseboats in Kashmir. We spent like 2 days
Hmm.
in houseboat. So I was thinking, is
Okay.
it I mean, it's much better than that.
Yes,
Mm.
it's kind of like that.
Okay.
The experience is much better though. I mean, I've not been to Kashmir, but talking to other people, for as I said, like I did all the PhD research and that, so I got to know like it's similar, but it's way better and also
Mhm.
cheaper somehow, even though it's way better in Kerala.
Okay, it's better as well as cheaper.
Yes,
So you
yes,
have not
that's
been
the
to
case.
Kashmir and don't even think about going to Kashmir now.
Well, not.
Yes. Plan, some other good vacation.
Yeah.
Should we wrap up now? You have anything else that we can add?
Um, yeah, I think that was pretty much it. And I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
I also really
and
enjoyed
okay, so
talking
one
about the
thing I just
vacations.
remembered.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't been to the northeast side of India. Have you been there?
I have been to Gangtok, Siliguri,
Okay. Yeah,
Darjeeling.
yeah. So is it worth it? Is it nice?
Yeah, it is nice. Siliguri,
Hmm.
it was, Darjeeling was a most amazing hill station. Very beautiful.
Okay.
And I have been to
Hmm.
Kaziranga, that is a national park. There are single horn rhinos. That was also
Hmm.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to somebody from Assam and she was also describing it.
Hmm. So it's nice. You
Yeah, so
can go to
maybe
northeast
yeah,
next
because my
time.
father has been planning for a long
Okay.
time. If we,
Okay, then
okay,
it was a lovely
yeah.
session. I really
Yes, I
loved talking
genuinely
to
enjoyed
you.
a lot.
Yeah.
I felt like I'm traveling to all the places that you described.
Yeah, I also felt like I told you the entire incident, no, that I am in that planning and
Hmm.
execution phase of Europe and everything.
Yeah.
So took us through the memory lane.
Hmm.
Mm.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me
Yeah.
an opportunity. And I hope to have more sessions with you ahead.
Yeah. Next time we'll talk about movies.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, then bye bye. Take care.
Okay. Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Welcome.